In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to find out when this video clip was taken. Shout out to QuizTime for sharing this post. You can follow them on Twitter for more geolocation and OSINT related challenges. I'm uploading a series of these videos, so if you enjoyed this episode, you can subscribe to the channel to see more in the future. Now let's get started. At first glance, we can see this is a short clip of a soccer match. In order to figure out the date this game was played, we'll need to identify the teams and the location. Let's play the video once all the way through for a general overview. Notice the packed stadium. If we look at the date of the Twitter post, we can see this clip was uploaded in January of 2022. There was a global pandemic at the time, and large gatherings were prohibited in many parts of the world, so this clip was more than likely recorded prior to the spring of 2020. If we look at the crowd, we can see almost everyone seems to be wearing winter jackets and hats. This is a good indication the clip was recorded during the winter season. This player here is wearing a green jersey with white shorts and green socks. This player's uniform is completely red, and this goalie is wearing a purple uniform. This green and white sign appears to be in German, and it's likely related to the team with the green and white uniforms. This red and white sign here could be related to the opposite team with the red uniforms, although there's usually an overwhelming number of banners at sporting events, so these could just also be some advertisements. Let's do a quick Google search to verify. It looks like this is the fan page for Team Werder with the green uniforms, and if we focus on the jerseys, we can see this is the same logo as the one in the red and white banner I previously highlighted. It appears to be one of their sponsors and not the name of the red team. Let's continue watching the clip to see if we can find any other clues that could help us identify the red team. If we zoom in on the bottom right corner here, we can see someone in the audience is wearing a hat with a red graphic. It's very common for fans to show their support by wearing their team's colors and logo to a game, so perhaps this logo can help us identify the red team. Let's do a general search for German soccer teams and see if we can find any similar logos. This red one here for Frankfurt looks like it could be the same logo. Let's rotate the images a bit and compare. We've got a match. Excellent. Now let's finish the rest of the clip and see if we can pick up any additional clues. In this last frame, the scoreboard is a bit blurry, but at the very minimum, each team has scored more than one goal. It looks like the score is either tied at 2 or it's possibly 3-2 at this point in the game. Also, the color scheme of the scoreboard looks like it's green and white, which likely indicates that this is a home game at Werder Stadium. Let's do another quick search to confirm. There's the scoreboard, and the Beck's banner in the corner. This photo from Google Images looks like it was taken from the same section of the stadium where the clip was recorded. Alright, so let's recap. We've got Werder versus Frankfurt. It's during the winter season sometime prior to January 14th, 2022, and most likely before the spring of 2020 due to the pandemic. The match was played at Werder Stadium, and the final score had to have been at least 2-2. Werder had green jerseys and white shorts. One of the goalkeepers had a purple uniform, and Frankfurt was wearing all red. If we do a search for Werder in Google, we can bring up the match schedule as far back as 2014. We can see from the video quality that the clip was more than likely recorded after 2014, so we should be okay. If not, then we'll need to find other sources that show match schedules prior to 2014. Let's do a Control or Command F to search for Frankfurt within this table. Alright, so we've narrowed it down to 11 possible matches. Perfect. Next, we'll look at the date and final score of each match one by one and eliminate the ones that fall outside of our parameter. Match number 1 is a possibility. The final score is above 2 and it took place during winter. We can eliminate match number 2 since the final score was below 2. The final score for match number 3 was also below 2, so that's a negative. Match number 4 is a negative based on the score. Match number 5 could work based on the final score, but it took place in April, and the weather in Germany at the time probably wasn't cold enough for winter jackets. We'll come back to this one though, just in case. Match number 6 is a negative based on the score. Match number 7 is a negative. Match number 8 looks promising. The final score was tied at 2, and the game took place in January 2019, which was about a year before the pandemic. Match number 9 could work based on the score, but the weather probably wasn't cold enough in the beginning of October. We'll eliminate match number 9 for now. Match number 10 won't work based on the score. Match number 11 is also a negative based on the score. At this point, we've narrowed it down to just a few possibilities. Now let's go back to the beginning of the list and see which of the possible matches were played at Werder Stadium. We can eliminate match number 1. We can eliminate match number 5. Match number 8 is looking promising. We can see the green jersey, the white shorts, and the red uniform for Frankfurt. If we scroll down, we can see the match was a home game at Werder Stadium. Let's check out the highlight video and see if we can get a view of the goalkeeper.
Billed as a showdown of top 6 hopefuls, Bremen and Frankfurt were both hoping to make it 2 wins out of Day 2's 2-1 loss, but it was Bremen who stole the early impetus on home soil.
The goalie's wearing a purple uniform, so the clip from the challenge was more than likely taken on January 26, 2019 at Werder Stadium. Let's take this a step further and see if we can verify the date using an additional source. We'll search for any mention of the Werder hashtag on Twitter that was posted on game day. The idea here is to see if we can find other photos or videos that were taken from the same section of the stadium in the video clip. Let's scroll through the results until we find a similar image. This one right here posted on January 26th looks spot on. Now let's compare this image to the clip and see if we can identify any similarities. These 2 individuals in the red jackets are a match. They appear to be stadium employees. One of them is wearing glasses, and the other one has a dark-colored scarf. If we focus on the left, we can see this person is wearing a purple winter hat, and if we switch to the video clip, we can see the same individual standing right here. So there we have it. We've confirmed this clip was taken on January 26, 2019 at Werder Stadium. That wraps up our 4th episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.